Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac Kemba does it again.
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer. Oh! Hutchins! Double order!
Again, comes down to fundamentals.
Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win!
Yes! Yes!
Trip to the Sweet 16. Katie's got it. Rises up. The shot.
And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The slipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's going on? This is your show. I shouldn't be talking over you, Huff and Trev. Sorry.
No, what's going on? No, it is your show. Yeah, welcome. We got the Pump Fake Pod here. Shout out Adam Rosenberg. What's up, man? How we doing?
Nothing, man. You know, I got time before baseball, and NBA is a trash product, and you guys are my CBB goats. And as I get ready to go to Vegas for March Madness, I got to pretend I know what I'm talking about. So I figured I'd stop by. We could talk a little bit of futures and talk a little bit about whatever games we got tomorrow. I guess some teams are pretending to still have seasons, but they don't realize we got conference tournaments we care about, right? So
yeah, we're fucking here now. The ASUN was madness tonight too. I don't know if you guys caught those games.
Yeah. No, I mean, I had my over that hit, and that's it. And then you asked, how did this team lose? And I said, could they stunk?
So
the Austin P game was madness. They were down like 18 and then won by what, 19?
They won by like 20. They won by 20. Yeah.
Yeah, in an empty gym. It was.
Fuck
Crazy.
Wisconsin right in their cheese loving pie holes. Damn it, Trevor. What the fuck happened to the Badgers? Yeah,
right. I was gonna address this. We got ref today. It's plain and simple. Those refs
we got ref today. Yeah, sure.
Are you kidding me? Those calls were fucking garbage. We couldn't shoot for shit. And we were still in that game. And then the refs took over, one-sided. That second half, we got nothing.
Playing tiny violin for you. Playing tiny violin.
I mean, look, if this is going to be a question of who's going to get a call, like Izzo or guard, like Izzo's always going to get calls. But like, I think you're oversimplifying. Like, first of all, like the Michigan, this is a very, 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 very good Michigan State team. That like second half, we've watched this multiple times where they've clamped down on teams. Like the Oregon game was the same way. Like that game, like how things happen in that. But they, I wouldn't call this a ref game, but I mean, I still like Wisconsin, but these are kind of the things that I've seen.
Thank you, Adam. And
refs definitely played a part in this.
It can't be a ref game when you have
factor it into your cap. It's Michigan State at home. Factor it into your cap.
Yeah, it's just like I mean, if you're because like in a ref game, you can't have a ref game of guard versus Izzo. Like it just doesn't like because guard has no one respects him, so it doesn't really matter. It's like he's not getting calls anywhere.
Yeah, Sparty needed us to shoot 5 of like 31 from 3 and get the refs on their side to sneak out a win. So congratulations, Sparty. You're still ass.
Tiny violin. Shout out Jacob Hughes. Gang got Adam on. Yes, we did. Cup of Joe. We're here. Look at Rob. Adam with the fish poster in the background.
Yeah, well, dude, I always got fish posters. I just rotated them now.
Adam, how many fish concerts have you been to? I think it's like up in the high 30s.
It's in the low 80s or high
low
80s. Yeah, I'm going to one this summer. I'm going to one. I got to get now that I have kids. It's like how many times can I leave and come back in a week? And right. I'm using my come back in a week to go to Vegas. So I'm gonna go to one fish show in June.
Well, don't remind me. I have a destination wedding for Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Your Puerto Rico. Someone else was there like this weekend too. That was organized.
Whatever, it's fine.
While you guys do that, I'm pulling up Final Four futures so we can get creative when we have no slates.
I'll have YouTube. I'll have YouTube TV to rock. I'm excited for my friends. Whatever, but Adam. If you ever make it out to Clips, Deer Creek is what you probably know it as.
Deer Creek's dope. I haven't been to Deer Creek's on my list. Deer Creek's there, and then, Alpine. Yeah. Alpine's legit. Both you guys have like both of you guys have 2 top 5 fish summer venues.
I learned this outside of Red Rock Amphitheater. We're the largest amphitheater outside of Red Rock in the United States.
It's awesome. Cool. Was it the Verizon Center now? Is what they call it?
It was Verizon. Then it went to Klipsch Music Center, and now it's Ruoff Mortgage Center, so they can kiss my ass. The mortgage rates are horrible. Benedict Dantold, shout out, love this crew.
Helms is throwing a conniption that I'm here.
Oh, Jen, this is a lot more fun when you're winning 4 Green Days in a row. There you go. Probably bet on Illinois today too. Did you double down your fandom? Stetson, Mad Hatters, fuck me. Yeah, I had Stetson money line too.
Oh my god, did you see the end of that game?
I like it had it in the background. It was just like I was just watching some team like they were like stinky.
Dude, they missed like 3 or 4 shots like at the rim. Just
there was a lot of that.
Oh my god. I know they're bad, but Christ, man, you missed that many. They had, I think 2 of them were to take the lead, and then they went down 3. That Wood kid, he went dummy from 3 tonight. I think he missed he was like 7 of 10 or something. He went stupid. He was
why is Adam here? Probably because I met Adam 4 years ago on a Twitter Spaces where I hopped on for Mac Jones Colts.
That's so true. I was like, who's this guy? This guy's great.
And I was like, you're betting. I was like, I don't like Carson Wentz, but you're betting Carson Wentz tonight. You bet your ass you're betting Carson Wentz tonight. And then they were like, all right, you're cool. So we've been friends ever since on Twitter.
We've been friends ever since. So there's also internet rumors that he may or may not be like my child. So because Huffer looks like I did 20 years ago. So we'll figure it out. So
it'd be a compliment if you said we looked like together. But yes, so we are let's get into it. We'll shout out Saturday's slate real quick. I started 3-10 on Saturday. I was kicking the teeth. I was being a Trevor, as you'd say, just throwing my hands up in the arms. It'll be like, what the fuck happened? But we ended the night in the green. So whatever matters. Trevor and I had a very similar night. We normally battle on here a lot of times, but I felt like on the Friday night show, we were on the same plays a lot. So we do have to shout out Saturday. Today, though, I was 6-7, so I did lose. I gave some back on a March second day in March.
Yeah, dude, I was 0-7, and I texted the group chat. I'm like, I'm gonna cash out everything. I'm not fucking dealing with this today. And then I rattled off like 9 straight. I was like, all right, I'm back. We're good. I think I lost like $35 yesterday, but whatever. I'll take it. That's a win after how it fucking started.
Yeah, we killed the night slate, but definitely.
Yeah, the morning was not good. Saturday noons have not been good to me in general. I think we also saw it, like Mac had called it out, but like I feel like a lot of the noon games, just like all season, have been just very chalky. And that's not to say that like we don't take chalk, but it's just like I never feel like things start to pick up until that afternoon slate for me, and then I start doing fine. I mean, I had a down day on Saturday, but it was probably because I just was like, I was left to my own devices at home alone. I was recording TikTok videos by myself, eating cereal, and I was like, I'm just gonna bet every game, and go figure, it didn't work out. -4.5. So there you go. So whatever. All things considered, it could have been worse.
Hey, your series TikTok videos is one of their own. It just should be their own page when you search cereal on TikTok.
Just cereal. So. That's what I do when my wife leaves. I just eat cereal out of salad bowls.
You made. This is weird. I remember it. I know it's kind of weird that I remember it, but I think it was a couple of years ago. You made one with Beck Loser in it as well.
Oh, yeah. No, that was me.
Yeah. I love that. I remember that. Well, it sounds like we had a similar day. We all popped off in the night slate on Saturday, but today I did give some back. But we got a good slate tomorrow. We're gonna get into it. Trevor, how'd you do today?
5-6. My big one with the Badgers didn't come through, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm 6-7. You're 5-6. We're fighting for a wild card spot right there.
Let me see. What did I do today? I don't know. I'll pull it up.
We definitely will talk about that. Dan Told. What up, Dan Told? Shout out Dan Told. Dan Told hopped on an episode this year. Shout out Dan Told.
Yeah, we kept him up till like 3 a.m.
Good shit, Danny. Dumb shit. Let's go, Benedict. Cup of Joe.
So do we want to do games or do we want to do some conference previews first?
Let's get in some conference previews and maybe talk some Final Four long shot futures as well, too. Maybe, I mean, it doesn't have to be a long shot, but technically they're all long shots.
Technically they are all, except for Auburn, Florida, Houston, and Duke. They're all long shots.
all the 1 seeds pretty much are going to be the.
I was exactly even today, by the way. I just looked.
There you go.
8 and 8. So 8 and 8 plus 0.35.
There you go.
So because I had a bunch of alt first half totals and things like that. So yeah, whatever.
Adam's a
Right.
total guy. We're not total
I love
guys.
totals. I'm all about totals.
1,500 on Saturday. Even though we washed, we cost him 1,500.
I got to shout out
Yeah.
Adam. I steal Adam's totals all the time.
We
Off
washed.
good. I got to shout out Adam.
I just bang a lot of unders. So anyway, all right. Whatever you guys want to do, we can go through it. I did some of this with Dan Told last night, and it was, I know Rob had called this out on his Patriot League video, but like it's hard on some of there's not a lot. Like, first of all, the double buy system is so stupid and it kills like a lot of fun with some of these tournaments, but we'll get to it. But some of them just like they're just chalk. There's just nothing great. Like there's not a lot to get excited about. It's weird.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's good to have like one of those that like doesn't get you as excited, like very chalky future, and then you go for the long shots and sprinkle the long shots. And hey, CTE, whatever the hell your name is. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah. We caught you 1,500 on Saturday. I'll be just Venmo request me, man. I'll pay you back. Don't worry. So, and then Gen M, general question: how much do you guys bet on futures for the conference tournaments in Big Dance? Definitely not a full unit or half unit. Maybe a half unit, depending on what I'm betting on. But most of my futures are about a quarter unit or less.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't go very heavy on them. Like half unit.
Yeah, it's not because like it's. I mean, it's just math. Like smaller amount on a long shot. Give yourself room to kind of play around. I did a full unit on Eastern. I only have one future on ASUN. I had two. I took the Northern Alabama on the one side, but I like Eastern Kentucky. I've liked them all year. And so I did that at full unit, and I just thought that number was just like bonkers. So
yeah.
I sprinkled a little bit on Jackson.
You guys, we can go through whatever. Do whatever of them up. Sunbelt coming up, all these ones. We got a day.
The Fun Belt.
No mispronunciation there. Thanks, Rob. Yes, and then we all press our own buttons. Yes, we do. There we go. Yeah, let's get into it. I mean, we already got a couple futures we've talked about. I know I got Houston a little less chalky. Trevor and I both got UConn. That's definitely dead. We could.
I have so much UConn. I have UConn parlayed with last year's UConn. Yeah. So, I have it attached to. I have so many futures parlays that are attached to UConn having like a three-peat that are very dead. So,
out of what's the word I'm looking for? Out of whatever, I was forced to basically after two-peat. Why not? I got to do it. They won me so much money. Those first two.
Dude, they were great. They were like undervalued. They were just smashing teams. I mean, look, there was like I get up like there's four. Like, are we doing Final Four? Are we doing Final Four futures that we have in pocket and things we like, or we can do
Final Four futures? I mean, maybe even some conference futures. I know.
So betting like I have. So to be very clear and level set, I really like Auburn. I really like Florida. Like I just do. Like in general, like I do. It's not like there's a lot of value on it, but I like parlayed them both with Cade most improved player to get it to actually like 6-1. But the Final Fours that I have that I'm excited about that are like they're all long shot stuff, except I have a Wisconsin one. I have a 10-1 Wisconsin that I like. I have a what is it? What do I have on? Well, we might as well go with what numbers there are now.
Trevor's leg is just rocking right now. It's like the Rock.
I know. I have I guess it's shortened now, but I got Maryland too. I really like Maryland a lot. Like the big cap that originally I was looking between Maryland and I was looking at Wisconsin, and I was like, well, I don't want two Big Ten schools. And I still ended up doing it, but I originally just took Maryland because like they never got blown out ever. All their losses are close, and I just love the way their defense works in the second half. And then I talked to Trevor more, and I've always felt like this. I feel like this Wisconsin team feels like, they could shoot, which is like not like most Wisconsin teams. And so then I finally did that. I took I have Ole Miss too.
That's probably good. What is that? Like damn near 80-1, 50 to
well,
1?
for them to win it all, it's like
It's
125 to 1,
all.
but like I have them Final Four, they're 30 to 1, which I like
because
really I mean a Chris Beard team, like I can see that happening. And then I think Clemson. And then I've Clemson. So I really like and then and I also admittedly like I parlayed because I'm sure that either Duke or Florida or Auburn is going to end up in the Final Four. And so I parlayed Cade to win MIP, 3 separate bets with each of those to kind of give it juice. But yeah, Clemson, Ole Miss, UMD, and Wisconsin. I really like UMD. So
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, Trevor, we got similar futures a little bit. I definitely don't have any more, but I'm kind of down for that Ole Miss. I bet they're a little down even as well too.
Yeah, like they keep that. Well, that number keeps getting bumped down. Like they're not like playing like great, but they're gonna get there. And it's for me, it's a Chris Beard cap. Like I mean, it's just sort of like that's a team that I could see making a run. The problem is with some of this is that I think that it's a top heavy. It's top heavy. It's chalky, and like in general, as much as we love upsets and brackets, like it is usually 1s and 2s that get through there. It's that FAU, all that stuff that happened a couple of years ago. Like I remember that's actually how Trevor and I became friends, because Trevor was like upsets in the first round. I'm like, they cover, but they actually don't. It doesn't really happen. And then it was just bonkers. But it's just so top heavy.
Memphis was a buzzer beater away from that.
Yeah. I see Crump in the chat talking about Mizzou. I think Mizzou's fun. The Michigan State thing for me is just like it's so weird for it to be Izzo season all year. We all like Trevor. You always say in our chat, you're always like, it's too early for Izzo season. We don't do Izzo season until February, till March, and like it's been Izzo season all season. And
yeah, I mean they've looked better, but people in like December, January be like, "Oh, it's Izzo. It's January, February Izzo." I'm like, well,
he also hasn't made it past the Sweet 16, so I don't know what people are like yelling about. So
that COVID year, they had a damn good team. They had
a great team. Yeah, they did. But
I think this year they're good. I think
that COVID year team was really good.
And also Reclaim. I appreciate the love here, but if you're really worried about my pocket and what my half unit is, just let me know. I'll DM me and I'll tell you, man. I'm not here to tout how much money I put down. I don't really believe in that, but yeah, I bet half units. So yeah,
the man paid for a vacation.
Yeah, relax.
Hey, so like let's have like honest discussion. What do you guys think of like? What do you think guys think of the elephant in the room of St. John's?
Dude, I think they have a 10. I mean, if you definitely wanted to bet on them 2 months ago, but even 3 weeks ago. But for future wise, they're kind of definitely chalkier. But I think they have a legit chance due to their defense, and I'll never bet against Ricky P as well.
I just feel like like to me, it's like even if you were buying a dip, it's still Patino tax,
Right. No, 100%. Like I think
on what I think is a downer, this Big East year, like don't get me wrong, they're good, but like the Big East this year is not nearly as good as it was last year or the year before.
Right. And that's what I think that's into the cap. Like you're talking teams that have played, you're playing 5-6 teams that may not even make the tournament.
Yep.
Versus other conferences that are playing almost 10 teams that are making the tournament. So yeah, I think that's definitely worth it. Well, we do have some
St. John's ticket. I did grab like 30
you do?
one or something. Yeah, I grabbed it.
You love that. You love that. That's your favorite. That's your baby.
Yeah.
To win it all.
I got it late. Only 30. I mean, I can look real quick. 30, 35.
Great price.
30 to 1. I got Iowa State 18 to 1, and then Wisconsin 100 to 1 to win it all. I grabbed that a while ago, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I have a VCU Final Four ticket, 60-1. What else do I got? I think that's really it for Final Four. So I could.
Well, I tapped VCU with you as well too, Trevor. I don't know.
We talked about that in the chat too. I'll find a way. I think VCU is so great. I think I'll take an A10 team. I'm a Philly kid.
And VCU's the only one that's worth taking. Damn near.
They're the only ones worth taking, but they're awesome. They're like smotheringly. I mean, there was a 2-month period where I was all in on URI. Let's be very clear. And then conference season started, and I quickly was like, "No, I'm not. I got to get off this bus." But I like I love that VCU. I like that a lot.
It's worth the odds, and I'll be honest. I got my Hoosier bet from preseason as well. That probably isn't the best price, but hey, they from once out of the tournament, now they could be definitely a Sweet 16 team making a little run on the.
I mean, some of these are just like when you get to the odds and stuff on things, like when they put out to make like Gonzaga, whatever it is, lay it for them to make the Sweet 16. Like they're just like there's certain schools that it's just the value is just like it's an automatic on that, and I don't think it's a particularly great Gonzaga team, but like I'll bet them. I'll lay 140 for them to win 2 games, 150 for them to win 2 games because they will, because they're going to get matched up against some like BS team that barely got in, or like Austin P after they make their run, and then they're gonna like smash them, and that's what's just gonna happen. That's the thing you got to think with like some of the futures is like where did that team likely go, and who do they get? Who's the one in their region? Because I could see like Clemson, for instance. Clemson's sitting on possibly being a 3 or 2 right now, like a 3 right now for sure, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So then they're probably so Duke won't be their 1. Houston could be their 1. Houston might be their 1 actually.
Yeah, I think.
Could they beat Houston? Yeah, I think that they absolutely could beat Houston.
Yeah. I think that's where those type of markets I look for when the brackets release, like getting to the regional final or getting to the semi, like the Sweet 16, and those are markets that I look for maybe in like a longer odds team, like a 6, a 7, but like I love betting those when the bracket gets released.
Yeah,
but,
and then parlay it with UConn for next year, so that right now you're like, oh, UConn. Like this time next year, you're like, why do I have so much tied to UConn to win their 3rd championship in 4 years?
Dan Hurley goes,
yeah, really.
Yeah,
he's my favorite
really.
coach because he's so petty. But
he's a total heel. And shout out if anyone's a WWE fan. I know Adam and I are.
Yeah, dude, I showed Nora her first pay-per-view today.
I'm seen as a heel for the first time in his life, or since the Dr. Thugonomics, I guess. But still, that is awesome stuff.
I wanted him to yell ruthless aggression after he did that last night, but it was awesome. Nora, my 3-year-old, watched it for the first time. She's like, "Who are these guys?" And then she started calling Drew McIntyre Drew Master Tire. And she asked why Seth Rollins had wings, but she liked it. She was like, "I want to watch wrestling." I'm like, "All right, I'm in." Like,
tell Nora tomorrow that I was wondering the same thing about Seth Rollins as well too. I think I asked.
He had a Lady Gaga thing going. Yeah, but that's the thing when you're looking at any of the Final Four ones, try to figure out who's possibly like could they beat a, because like that's what you really want to have here is like could they beat that 1, and like if you look at like Clemson's not going to be, they're not going to stick the 2 ACC teams over there. Like, I don't think Clemson's going to be a 3 in Duke's 1 bracket. I think they're going to probably be a 3 in Houston in the South. And Wisconsin, it's kind of like Wisconsin's going to be a 2. And
this is
they're probably going to be a 2 in Duke's bracket. So I don't know. What is Lennard? Yeah. What is what do they got?
Yeah. Well, fuck, you got the Capital One ad displaying. What's going on here?
Got to pay that $2 a month, man.
They're begging me to be on their team. I see Indiana's logo. That's all I need to see. Oh, Liberty Clemson would be a giving matchup if that's a matchup.
So they got Clemson. They got Clemson as the 5 in Auburn's. I guess I'm too high on them, but I mean, so that would be I mean, it's DOA at the end for that, but
if they win the ACC, they're definitely a 3 or 2 seed.
I like this Wisconsin draw.
I know. I was looking at this. I was like, thank God. Tennessee out of all the teams is the best.
That'd be great. I'm fine with that.
I mean, and then we get a Chucky versus Wisconsin round 2 game.
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah,
That'd be fun.
Maryland basically plays its alter ego team from the SEC, Bama.
is that a Tennessee versus Nebraska Omaha? I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, dangerous. Get the trash can out.
Yeah,
Cannot support Nebraska Omaha.
I see Royal asking, saying he thought Sammy would win. I think Sammy's legitimate. Sami Zayn. I think Sammy's legitimately hurt, and that's probably part of the things. But I always get a kick out of a non-sanctioned match that has themes, play-by-play, and television rights. But they'll probably do a triple threat with now that Randy Orton's back.
Oh, that match will be fantastic. They definitely need a triple threat for WrestleMania.
It was good. I thought it was a good match. It was basically just chairs. It was table spots for 20 minutes.
Classic WWE. Real
we
quick,
get to take Oklahoma money line. If this was the actual bracket, we would get to take Oklahoma money line over Kansas.
You're addicted to that.
Fuck,
I don't blame you.
Man, but Ole Miss would play VCU. I'm mad at this bracket, like all over the place. Like our everything would just blow.
Yeah,
up.
who's the CBS
Michigan's a
sports
3
bracketologist?
bracket
Period.
loves the
Jerry
Big
Palm.
Ten.
I believe
Who?
it's Jerry Palm.
Jerry Palm.
I believe so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that would be
cool.
fun. Man.
I can tell you, if this bracket came out, Utah State would be the chalkiest 9 that everybody else that or like the most like public 9. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, Creighton. Yeah, this is bad. Like, and Creighton's just gonna destroy them like they would like every Mountain West team does when they get to a tournament thing, and then they, play way too close to Duke. I hope this isn't right.
No, I hope it's not right either. And Utah State's always a public pick, and they never fare well.
They're Mountain West teams like that. The reason why that San Diego State team did all that is because those were like 26-year-old men. Like this, it's just not gonna. It doesn't work.
Where the fuck is Elliot? Elliot is he's a working man. He's doing big stuff. He's doing big stuff. He'll be back tonight, tomorrow. Busy as hell. I would like to share my screen as well too, real quick, if I can. Please delete your history. No, I'm just kidding. But do you see the picks here? I don't know if I can change it to what I wanted though. Let me see.
Here
we go.
Oh, look at this chart you guys have. Cool.
Yeah, we have a whole chart. Here we go.
Oh, look at this. Oh, you love making these.
This is damn near. This is damn near how like I started getting a somewhat of a following on college basketball, and
I used to do it during the TV
I used
time.
to make these pretty easily. What was the score of this game? I'll put that in there, but we'll get this marked
77-72, I believe, for the Central Arkansas game.
It was 77-72, and then I think was Austin P like 80 to 69,
I believe.
90 to 69. It was like 89-69.
Yeah, 90 to 69.
There you go. Yeah. So, not 9 to 69, but yeah. So let's maybe talk some ASUN futures, and we got some conference. I obviously make other conference tournaments as well too. They're not in there yet. I'll definitely get them in there tonight for those that have been made. And then for those that are new, the green here on the bottom of the tab on our picks page means that the game's going to be live. Yellow means it's still loading, but it's made. So yeah. Anything to look out for here? I know some in the chat. Shout out Tyler McKillop. I think I don't know which one he mentioned, so I apologize. What was it? North Alabama? I know he mentioned something, but is there any future worth taking in the ASUN? For me, what sticks out is North Alabama being one of them. I know they're plus 260 I see here on FanDuel, but Lipscomb being minus 165, no way. I'm not doing that. No chance. I'm not doing that. And then one I might sprinkle is Jacksonville or Florida Gulf Coast. I think Florida Gulf Coast is a worthy candidate at 10-1, Jacksonville at 12-1. I think it's more so if I take North Alabama though and Florida Gulf Coast, I basically have a hedge at the top seed at getting to the finals in the bracket. That's what I'm betting on. There's still a chance that Austin P or Queens can win, but basically betting on that bottom side of the bracket. But I think there's a worthy candidate in Jacksonville or Eastern Kentucky as well too. I just couldn't take Lipscomb at minus 165. So reality, I'm definitely taking North Alabama, and I'm curious to see if I take Florida Gulf State or Florida Gulf Coast, or Jacksonville.
Do you want both on the same side of the bracket though?
That's one that's sketchy because if like Austin P gets through that bracket, it's definitely something to worry about there. So that's what I was maybe leaning towards and taking like a long shot in Jacksonville over Lipscomb.
Like you basically, you want to figure if you want to do whatever. Like I take Eastern Kentucky. I'd like that team all year, and like even when they weren't great, and then they got good, they got good, and they've been kind of whatever. I like their key wins too on the teams that they would have to beat. They obviously lost twice to Jacksonville, but this is kind of where things get flipped. 25-1, I thought was great. A couple, this is kind of the thing. Let me just see. There was like that FGCU got hit down. Like if you basically, it's like if you want one on each side, you could do your Jacksonville, and then you could do your Florida Gulf Coast, the Dunk City Gulf Coast. I missed that team from 2012.
I catch myself watching Dunk City highlights, like
Dunk City Gulf
Sherrod
Coast.
Brown. God, I love Sherrod Brown. That team was awesome.
He drops the anvil. Great call.
And then Dunk City did not translate to USC, which was.
I like your Eastern Kentucky pick, though. I mean, Scott Nagy's a good coach. It's an automatic for me to take one of the 4 or 5 to get there because they're well priced, and all they have to do is just win one of these and then beat Lipscomb, and they're in.
They also just they cause turnovers. Like for me, it's like cause turnover, like steal the ball and make your free throws, and you are in every single game in a conference tournament, and they do that. And so that's why I like them.
I like it.
Yeah, I got Jacksonville. That's all I have for this bracket. I like their defense. They force turnovers. Now they do struggle with free throws mightily, but their defense alone, like they can shoot the 3 at least, which that can make or break you. We just saw that with North Florida tonight, but their defense and their ability to force turnovers, I really like. So getting them, I think it was like 16-1 or something. I got, 16-1. I got on that this morning.
By the way, sorry, I love that Royal Flush is still going through with like Cena's gonna take the belt from Cody and then do it. It's great. This chat is the best.
It is, and yes, I mean it's time for Cody to relinquish that belt. And I mean, I was sad for Punk. I wanted Punk, but it's fine.
Look, you guys are confusing the Pump Fake Pod with the Big Papa Pump Fake Pod, which is where we talk about wrestling stuff later on. That's a different pod.
Which is a different pod, and I have a burner on that. And then okay, so I don't have Big South, I don't have Summit or CAA. I got to make those tonight. But anything stick out with you in the Horizon League conference? I know that you have one of these that changes to the highest remaining to lowest remaining.
Isn't it
campus for the first game, and then it goes to the
required?
I think overs are a must in this game. Even pre-flop overs for the Horizon. I think. Yeah,
they don't
constant.
Them and the MAC, it's like was overseen. Oh my God, I'm just looking at. I've bet on these teams, but I haven't really looked at them. And now I'm looking, and I'm just like, oh my God, these defensive ratings are so bad. You also didn't hear from me, but Robert Morris is probably going to get investigated at some point soon for something. But yeah, for just things. I don't be surprised if that comes up in the news in the next month and a half.
Okay.
I don't know who I like on paper. Who do I like? Well, let me look at the odds.
The odds are kind of horrible in this conference.
Well, like it's weird because like it's a whole mish of the top 4.
Because the top 5 really are getting just. I mean, you're buying a tougher price because then you get the highest remaining crap seeds and shit.
I don't know why Gottlieb's even getting the same worst price as Detroit Mercy. Like Detroit Mercy should at least their coach doesn't leave to go do a podcast during the day. Green Bay has the same odds. It's terrible. Yeah, Robert. I agree with Dan. Told Robert Morris not winning this tournament. I don't like Oakland at all. I know they were darlings last year.
I think Fort Wayne's worth a sprinkle. I know that I just love Fort Wayne, so I'm kind of biased here. But
what about our guys at IU Indy? We love that team.
I mean, shit.
Got a sprinkle.
I like the team. I've liked the team all year.
Change your life there for a little bit. $10.
200 to 1? Come on. 200 to 1? Come on.
200 to 1? I'll do that.
Yeah, $10.
That's a fun team, man.
Get a little paycheck with $10 to IUND.
They
They're
give
fun.
zero Fs.
They blew the bus up too. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They're hot.
Let me see this. Yeah, I can't back this Northern Kentucky team. I'm just looking through and just seeing how any of these teams, like, nobody plays defense. Yeah, the reason why IUND is so great is because they have the second best offense and the worst defense in the conference. That's why they're so much fun. They're basically like the Detroit Lions of college basketball.
Mark my words. Spoiler alert for tomorrow. I'm betting IUND against Wright State at Wright State.
Dude, I'm fine with that.
I like Cleveland State and Northern Kentucky here. I know Cleveland State has not finished the season well, but overall, like, they had a good season. You know, they're flared out. I think they wake up, they step up, and get going.
I like it.
Lucky,
and they're lucky
team,
and they're one of the luckier teams in the country. And what do you need in March? Definitely luck.
Yeah.
Where where are these games in one location, or are they at the school?
Oh, it's campus sites for the first two, higher seed for the first two rounds, and then the semifinals are here in the beautiful city of Indianapolis, Indiana. Some say the most.
That's right. They take like 2 days off between. I remember this from last year.
Yes. And I will say we did get more brackets released yesterday. I just let me get off my bender, and then I'll hang out and get these other conferences in here. But Patriot League, any anything in the Patriot League?
With me with the Northern Kentucky pick here.
I can't. Oh wait, can I not bet it on this one? Let me see what's in the Patriot League. Oh, just American or bust. Like an Army actually. Dantle and I liked Army.
I mean, what is they're 30 to 1.
We didn't find really any value when we were looking through it. It's just not like fun. So we were just like value. Rob pointed out too, like Bucknell's great. Like if I wanted to get cute, I'd go American, but it's like I'm not gonna do that.
I'd rather bet a higher unit on Bucknell for each game that they play than take the plus 130. Yeah. But I mean, it's still they're gonna be juiced as fuck. I think American is a solid pick, and yeah, Army's sketchy too, because I think Colgate's so fraud this year.
It's really funny when you look at Army on the it's like Dantle pointed this out when we were looking at this last night. They have because I was like, yeah, Army with their like 340th ranked height. And he's like, look at everybody's ranked height in this fucking conference, and it's everybody is it's a little man's. It's everyone's in the 300s.
5'11". The Patriot League makes me feel good about myself when I play basketball sometimes. But when I was making this tournament thing, I was like, Army, all right, they're third. And I looked at it and I was like, in the bracket, I was like, Army 6? Like, just based on tiebreakers alone, I was like, they're 16 and 14. We got 10 and 8 Colgate.
These these teams are bad. It's just so bad.
Bad. Before the troops, though, cheers. And that's all I really have. I'm still making the Sun Belt one. I just got through that. That was the worst thing ever to make all these freaking buys and crap. So I'll get there. Yeah. We'll do the rest tomorrow then. Probably.
Yeah, I haven't really delved into the odds for the other ones yet.
Yeah, OVC. I mean, they're all pretty I mean, it's tough to get like a really good price unless you want a long shot. I mean, the NEC, if you want to take a long shot's worth it because Central Connecticut State's minus 210, Long Island's plus 340, but outside of that,
the Sharks
15 to 1. Yeah, the Sharks of Long Island go to Petalugas with the plus 340. But, shout out Colby Dant, but St. Francis, Fairleigh Dickinson. 16 to 1. I'm not betting the NEC, to be honest. You're on mute, buddy.
What the fuck? I think I got to do an obligatory sprinkle on St. Francis. They've won me a good chunk of change this year whenever I bet on them. So I'll put a little bit of coin back into them. They're not going to win shit, but I'll back them out of respect.
Can you do like a tournament exacta? Like two teams to do it? That'd be fun.
Sure,
It
somebody
would. I don't see any. I mean, if anyone does on any other book,
It'd be like next level.
Hey, yeah. Did you guys like JMU? I know Tyler had asked about it.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely worth it based on how that tournament is because they're in the semifinals. You're betting on that for 2 games, basically.
Yeah, exactly, and getting
Same with
almost
South
4
Alabama.
on that.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah, getting 4-1 is a nice price to win 2 games. Why not? So
great. The Sun Belt is ranked 19th out of the 31 conferences, just in net ratings.
they don't call it the Fun Belt for nothing.
Yeah, really.
It's a 7 seed will win that. Give me Georgia Southern there. Come on.
Yeah, Dan told me like Georgia Southern too.
Yeah, I like Georgia Southern. They're gritty.
Let me just look at their. I mean, the people that beating everybody they need to, except well, they got blown. They got like put onto a curb by South Alabama. But they only lost by. Wait, there was Dan told who was the team that we saw that had like 4 overtime games in their last like 3. Oh, was that tonight? That might have been tonight. I don't know. We saw one team that had like nonstop been playing overtime games. And we were just like, well, that's unsettling. Let's see, we were looking at it last night.
Texas State's had 3 in their last 6 with a double overtime in there too.
Yeah, maybe that was one of them. There was one of them that was. It might have been tonight. I don't know. All the games run into each other because of children.
South Alabama plays a fair amount of overtime games too.
Yes. I think it was USA. Yes, I love writing USA for South Alabama. They embody America.
That is true.
Bucknell has played the most OT games in the country, I believe. Yes, Rob, because I love sprinkling. We talked about this, what was that, a few days ago? If you bet a 1 unit on Bucknell to hit overtime in every game this season, you'd be up like 27 units or something like that. Every game, and there's 30 games. They've been in like 8 overtime games or something. So, should we get into tomorrow's slate?
Yeah, I'll look at some stuff with you guys, and then I'm going to take off and go to bed. But I'll stick around for a little bit with you guys.
Sounds good. Yeah. Well, we'll start with some ASUN. Eastern Kentucky's at wherever the hell they're playing, North Alabama or Lipscomb. Jacksonville's lane.
They're at Jacksonville for this.
Oh,
one.
This is at Jacksonville? Okay. I thought they played 2 sites.
It's at Jacksonville, yep.
Even better.
Oh.
Well, I bet Jacksonville so I'm to win the conference, so I'm gonna bet them here again. Laying 2.5 at home. I know Eastern Kentucky, good team. You know they finished the season hot, but Jacksonville. What happened the last time these two played? Jacksonville beat them by 4. Ah, shit, they beat them twice. That's never good.
Yeah, that's kind of why I took the Eastern Kentucky future. Like it's
not, yeah.
So it's kind of like one of those.
I totally missed that one, but regardless,
it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm. Teams have been swept 3 times in a season before.
I am worried about that. That's why I was like, I'm going to pick one future from the 4 or 5 in this conference. But I ended up going with Jacksonville just on the premise that they're at home, and I've been taking the better team that plays at a slower pace, at least the better team on defense, and these short spreads with a team that maybe have a higher powered offense and LA fitness ball is what I call it, Adam. So in Eastern Kentucky sometimes. So I took Jacksonville on that. It's not the best to get analytical during March, but I think I went with the home crowd there.
Yeah, and to Jacksonville's point, they played, an up-tempo game, 82-75, and then they also beat them 59-55 too. So they've played both styles and they've gotten it done both times. So at home, defense matters. They're familiar with this court, this gym. They've been home the previous 2 games too. I think I like them. I think they're going to get it done here tomorrow.
So three of the last 4 games. Again, I always look at totals on this stuff. I'm definitely gonna have the first half under. I can tell you that. I'm a little hesitant on taking I like the full game under. I'm a little hesitant overall just because in conference tournaments, people tend to I'm not betting anything on this because I like Eastern Kentucky, but in conference tournaments, this is extending their life. So people will foul until the end of time, which will push something over. But that first half under is not terrible. But 3 out of the last 4 games between the two of them would have gone under this 142. We got the one about a week ago, landed on 114. January 11th, they landed on 157. So that one went over last March 132, and last January 134. So if you like trends, also here, if you care about this kind of thing, Jacksonville 3-7 to the 3-7-3 to the under at home in their last 10. Eastern Kentucky has no idea how to play an under, so that's should be part of it. Everything with them just gets blown out, despite them having not a terrible defense, but they just have they just want to play out base. So I'm going to do the first half under. I like Eastern Kentucky because I don't care, because again, it's the 3rd time they're playing them, and they lost the other 2 times. But definitely going to be on that first half under.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, the A10, I think that was the conference we were just mashing.
Yeah, remember we did that all last year. We were just like, oh, another game, boom, boom, boom. We just took all those unders. And what was the place? That's automatic because they did regular season games.
Wasn't it MSG?
Barclay Center.
Barclays Center.
Yeah.
Barclays
Barclays Center. Know this, guys. Barclays Center unders, because that's and I guess it also would work if you get a team that's playing in the Staples Center or any of the LA places. But basically, Barclays Center is built so that it looks good on television, and so the lights are all different and they refract off the court in a very different way. But we had unders on that. So yeah, as Dan Tolles pointed out, 3-7 ATS in their last set. For that, they're also 7-3 to the under. So.
Well, good. They did some voodoo for March. Let's go. What's next? We got the other ASUN game?
Yep, Queens at Gulf Coast, aka Dunk City.
Took me forever. I thought that Queens was in New York.
Oh, I know.
I thought it was too.
It is not.
I think I learned that this year, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and
I thought it was in like Brooklyn or something, like forever.
I thought so too. It is 100% not.
I still pretend that they are.
North Carolina. It's
for the most part. Yeah, complete opposites there. This feels chalky, laying the 4.5, but for some reason it makes me want to lay it. I mean, Queens isn't even eligible, I don't think, for the tournament this year.
Yeah, so they're gonna try to stick it to everybody again, like they did. Wasn't that last year they won, or the year before?
They can't. Well, they can't get to the. They're new, so they couldn't do it last year.
Yeah, they couldn't do it last year. They didn't win it last year though, Trevor.
No, but they were fun.
I'm getting mixed. Who was the team? I'm thinking of
Merrimack.
The NEC team. Merrimack. Yeah.
They're up here. I can't bet them. They're like a career under team.
Yeah. This may seem chalky too. I kind of like the over here, but I know you guys are that goes against your angle. But I'm gonna go chalky here with FGCU at home, and I
really like the. I'm gonna do.
Let's go. Dan Told's with me on the over there. Let's go.
I may go under again, guys. Florida Gulf Coast. Oh well, never mind. I had it wrong. Yeah. I think I'll go over with you guys. Both teams. No, sorry, I'm wrong. I was wrong again. Florida Gulf Coast last 10. 7-3 to the over at home. Or to the under. Both these teams are under in their splits. So both these teams are basically like, it's kind of a split for it. It's a coin flippy for me, but let me just look at the pace. It's hard for me to kind of. Why am I doing this with Queens? Oh man, they're adjusted tempo. I didn't realize what their adjusted tempo was. My bad. So
yeah,
you gotta go over. It's an over.
Florida Gulf Coast is slower, and on defense they can kind of clamp a little bit, force them to extend the possession on offense. But I think Queen's defense lets them through, and they can still hang around. So I kind of want to bet the over versus laying the points with Florida Gulf Coast. What do you got, Trevor?
Yeah, you guys know I don't bet totals whatsoever. I tailed you on that first half under tonight, and it was looking good. Then all of a sudden, it was fucking dead. I was like,
it was weird. I looked down at my picket, and I was like, wait, what the heck happened here?
Dude, they just went back and forth, and it was like, I'm gonna shoot a 3. Okay, I'll shoot a 3. I'll shoot a 3.
I like the over.
I like Florida Gulf Coast here. It's again chalk, like Huff said, but the Queens hasn't played very well lately. Their wins are West Georgia, Central Arkansas, Bellarmine, Central Arkansas, West Georgia, and they popped up against North Alabama in January. So whenever they've stepped up in competition, they lose to these teams. Florida Gulf Coast, they've come in winning 4 straight. They look good, and they split the season versus Queens, so at least they didn't sweep them. But I'll take the team that's been playing better and has stepped up against some competition. Got it done. Stetson, Bellarmine aren't good, but they beat North Florida, and then they beat Jacksonville all at home too. So I'll ride with Dunk City here. Get some March Magic going again.
Let's go.
The artist formerly known as Dunk City.
Yeah, the artist formerly known as Dunk City. I will ride.
Okay. Is Southern is this is this a conference game? No.
Yeah.
Like, is this a regular normal people game?
Yeah, it's a swag game. No regular season game. No conference tournament game.
Does it matter?
Let's see.
I'm looking. No, Florida A&M's got like 2 more games after this before they get like put down with how terrible they've actually been pretty good the last 8 weeks. They had a terrible first 2 months, and then they've been very good since January 18th.
Southern is 14-2 in conference, tied with Alabama A&M and Texas Southern behind them, and then Florida A&M.
This is when I leave. It's like,
6-11 for Florida A&M, so it doesn't really matter for these two. Southern is at the top of the conference.
But yeah, just like for the record, like Florida A&M is like
they're gritty.
They've been solid. Like they've been really solid lately. Both of these teams have the same record in their last 10 games.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, just pricing wise, just like Florida A&M is priced to win, but they have another game after this. Is this their?
I think Florida A&M's. I mean,
they close. So this is their senior night because they have a. Not that it matters, but they close at Bethune-Cookman on. They have off the entire week.
And then they play that week with all the.
Yeah, Southern's got 3 games this week. Florida A&M's got 2.
Yep. I'll take Florida A&M here just due to the fact that I think this line, like, as much as a SWAC line can actually stink, this line stinks. Southern's way better than Florida A&M, I think.
Yeah, and this is Southern's 3rd straight road game too. I'll take FAMU.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking bet FAMU tomorrow.
Oh, this is like when you and I went at it for Hampton versus who's that crappy team?
Stony Brook.
Stony Brook, and I was like,
it was
an awful spot. It was like their 4th straight road game, and it was at noon on a Monday. It was just like you're like, no man, they're feisty. I'm like, no, they stink.
No, they stink. Stony Brook's horrible. They're the worst team.
3rd straight road game, and then dude, give me Florida. Give me the Rattlers money line.
Yes.
Let's go. I like that. I think they're live, so we're all there.
We're all there.
Another random factor to consider. They're starting to go on spring break. Yeah, they're all doing peyote, hitting bongs in their Ford Taurus on the way down. Exactly.
Let's go on spring break the first week of March.
I think college of spring break was around this time, actually. For me,
mine was the week before. Because it was like right during Big East Conference tournament when I went to Syracuse. So it was like
the 2nd or 3rd week of March.
2nd week. Michigan's on break today. I don't know. I mean, there was winter break. We had winter break here. So, who are we at? Duke by 1 million.
Yeah, I don't.
How can you fade Duke literally anymore?
I'm not gonna fade Duke again. Wake Forest stinks.
Yeah, they're stink, and then they were somewhat good and had a chance to make the tournament, and then they just shit the bed like they've done in fashion the last 3 years. So I'll take Duke here as well.
Yeah.
No way I'm fading
Duke
that.
only won by 7 on the road, too, earlier this year. Now they're at home. Wake has been shitting the bed here. You know, lost to NC State and Virginia, and then Notre Dame gave them a scare, too. At Cameron Indoor, this is their last home game, too? Yeah, Duke by fucking 30.
I'm with you there.
Let me just see.
So chalky, so square. Do not care.
Shit.
Do not care. Guess what? Get used. Yeah, really.
Duke's is that a problem for Duke though going into March that they've played in the ACC and have played inferior competition?
I'd say that, but Cooper Flag is very, very, very good.
Yeah,
I'm with
a good team. They're really good.
They're very good. I don't think that like I think it's a bad conference and a good Duke team.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I guess
I wish you would shut up about UNC. I think this UNC team's trash.
Oh, they're trash. RJ Davis is the new Jordan Bohannon. Like, enjoy.
Graduate already, man. Come on.
Yeah, go to Enterprise Rent-A-Car already. Like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Go
Speaking
home.
of UNC, Duke does have UNC on deck, but they did mollywop.
That game doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I honestly think North Carolina is going to be live to win that game.
Oh, my God.
Call me fucking crazy. I just said don't fade Duke, but you're going to get the best shot. North Carolina's been playing a lot better lately. I think it's going to be.
Oh, you know what's actually been a thing for Duke games? Hold on. I'm pretty sure like first half overs have been a thing. Oh, there's no line yet, but that's something I would look at. That the Florida Gator gave me that idea. That's a good one. Small bet, Wake and under SGP. So only 20. Okay.
I don't mind Wake's team total under too. First time they played at Wake scored 63. Duke's been keeping teams 65, 60, 67, 62 lately.
It's like run out first, and then they just like they play defense. That's the difference. That's why we are kind of like, oh, this Duke team can actually play because they play defense and they're not like yeah. I mean, I'm not enamored with Duke, but
is that team total going to be like 56.5 with this line?
It's 61.5.
It's 61. It's a weird number.
61.
That seems about right. I mean, Miami she was like 63.
I'm just used to it being like 63.5 or something like that because it usually is like it's a land on 64 and they limit by 20. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, the math works. Never mind.
Florida's asking about Duke's team. I don't know how you go on under with a Duke total at this point.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Shout out Cash first half over 3 straight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the first half overs are really good for Duke.
Tommy B says Duke first half. Let's go, Tommy B. Tommy Boy. Tommy B. Favorite movie ever. What's next? Oh God, nice.
Texas Southern at Alcorn.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm going to bet on Texas Southern to win this conference tournament because they do every year. But I'll take Alcorn here. Line's weird and they're at home. I feel like it's telling. I think Texas Southern's a much better team, though.
I don't know anything about these teams. I think I bet a whole bunch of Texas Southern unders this year. I was like, oh.
Texas Southern won by 9 at home against Alcorn earlier in the season.
Alcorn at home has been really good. They lost to Jackson State January 4th. Otherwise, that's their only home loss. Or no, Florida A&M got them. Just kidding.
Yep.
Yeah, so those two.
Dude, Alcorn's 3-17 on the road. I know that this is a home game for them, but oh my God. Wait, how come Alcorn's only had 8 home games?
It's the SWAC. They do a world tour to make money for the program.
Yeah, I mean that's
up millions just to get their ass beat, which I don't blame them. I do the same thing.
Alcorn's played a top 25 team and Texas Southern hasn't. So
Texas Southern normally wins this conference tournament for sure. They've made the tournament. They play that. They live in Dayton, Ohio in March. Damn near.
Yeah, I'll take Alcorn at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Alcorn at home too.
Yeah, we'll dive on into that. McNeese at Stephen F.
Stephen F. right on the heels of what is it? Elimination Chamber. All right.
McNeese is solid.
I mean, McNeese is great, dude. We're talking Wade, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, they're probably going to get investigated too. So
They have nothing.
That's what
to
happens.
play for.
Also, well, they have nothing to play for, but Stephen F. is not. There's nothing any special about them at home.
It's technically the senior night for all those guys who would have transferred
home, and they just got their ass kicked by Nichols at home. Now they get.
Oh no, it's a road game. It's a road game for McNeese. My bad.
Yeah, I feel. Dan told. I feel like McNeese has had this line a lot. It's been around 9 or 10 with the last few games. Lamar was 7.5. I liked it at 7, and it went all the way to 9. So I feel like it's kind of around that spot for the most part. Stephen F. not the best team, so I agree it's somewhat short, but I think they're factored in the home team. I'm not afraid to lay it here.
They also like.
I'm not afraid here.
It was the line the first time they played was 15.5, and they obviously like cleared it because they won by 20. But I got to agree that that's a little bit weird that they cleared a 15.5, and now the line's 9.5, and they're on the road. So that's kind of a weird flag to me that a clearly superior team just got their number got cut in half on that. So to me, I'm not interested in messing. I'm not really interested in like a team backdooring or doing crap like that. But like, I would probably mess around somewhere with the team total on someone having an off night, because Dantle brings up just like that's a really short line, given that the first time when the line was 15.5, like this line should be 16.5, or it should actually be 13.5, I should say, because it's flipping out, because it's not at McNeese anymore. But like that's a 6-point change from a line they already cleared. That's a little weird.
That's a fair point. Trevor, what do you like in this? I'll lay it with McNeese still. I hate Stephen F. Austin in this team.
Yeah, I mean I hate Stephen F. Austin, to be fair.
I'm not going to bet it, but I would take Stephen F. I mean, they just got embarrassed at home by 24. Now you got McNeese coming in, nothing to play for last game before for the conference tournament. I think they just kind of sleepwalk it a little bit. They win this game by like 5 or 6.
This line says that they do that, by the way. That's what this line is saying. This line says that they basically fucking play with their food.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, what motivation do they have to go fuck up a team right before conference tournament, and they've got a 5-game lead in the conference?
Yeah, why is a team that's 7-12 like not even getting 10 at home? That's
So
I think the line's there. I'm with Phoenix Reeves here,
which is also weird because like they haven't covered this like in the last 2 games. This is just like a crazy respectful line of Stephen F. Austin.
I do think the books respect. I'm with Phoenix Reeves here. The books respect Stephen F. Austin due to their program history the last few years, 5 years, but they're bad this year, man. They're tough to watch.
But give me a let's see. Give me an over. Give me the over 135 here. Everyone fouls each other out at the end of this game. Also, like look at these overs at home, like overs in 4 out of the last 5 at home, overs in 7 out of the last 10 for Stephen F. Austin. McNeese is a little bit more of a road over team. Yeah, give me the over 135.5 over.
Hell yeah.
Overs hitting 4 of Stephen F. Austin's last 6 games as an underdog, which I bet you they've been an underdog all season. So it's not like I'm not concerned about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have. Grambling's at Bethune Cookman.
Come on. I'll take Bethune, no bet. That's all I have to say. Bethune at home, I guess. I think I don't think Grambling's better. I'm not even going to say that. So. Even though Grambling is technically better than them in conference play.
Grambling's 4-1 last 5 road games.
I'm not betting this game. Fuck no. Yep. Thanks, Dan. Yep, Dan he knows, he gets it. Huffer knows how to handle swag. Pick and move on. Yep.
I don't need to play around here. I'm not doing anything.
Flipping.
I do like Stephen F. Austin, but now going back on it, I think I'm probably going to fall into the Stephen F. Austin trap. But anyway, keep going.
Oh, that's Southland though, so that's fine. This is a total coin flip.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad. We jumped around. We went swag. We made a swag sandwich, so I got excited.
It was a swag sandwich spot. Yes, these swag games are always so rough. Yeah, just flip a coin, move on. It's 50-50 bet.
Yep.
I'll take Grambling State. Bethune beat them, and then earlier this season, then Bethune just beat Southern too. So
you also had been loving Grambling State since like the middle of November as well too.
This is true. I have loved Grambling State
until they went to Malibu and played Zoe 101. So
I didn't bet them in that game. Shout out!
I shot you off.
Shout out the Zoe 101 angle. Austin P, North Bama. I think Austin P gets run out the gym.
Yeah, I think Austin P gets run out of the gym.
North Bama home game. They just came back from 18, won by 21 points.
I agree. And they've been playing at North Alabama. Now they played a game where how many times has Austin P scored in the 80s? And then what I want to see the stats of after they score at least 80, what they score the next game. I'm gonna do a quick math session.
They scored 92 against Queens on February 20th. They had 78 after. Yeah, 90 against Arkansas, 73 the next game.
90, scored 60. They're gonna get tired. They clamped North Florida, which is a fast-paced team, 90-69 on a neutral.
I kind of want to lay it with UNA.
I'm with you.
Yep.
Or Austin P team total over or team total under 66.
I would take the let's see.
I mean, I'd rather lay it though. To your point,
no, I like the game over. UNA 7-3 to the over. Up into the last two games, they've been 7-1 to the over in their last 8 home games prior to their last 2 games, and they only missed by. So the West Georgia game, they only missed by 3 points, and this Queens game, I don't have a line for it, but it got in the 140s. They're getting in the 140s all the time. And then like Austin P, it's just like, it's not because of them. It's because they're giving up a ton of points too. Yeah, I like the over here, and I like UNA to just I just like UNA to blow them out. Teach them.
Yeah, normally wouldn't be privy to like lay 12.5 in a conference tournament game, but this feels like the right spot, and I like your over angle, which makes me like North Alabama's team total over the Austin P team total under. But yeah, I'll lay it here.
I know that Dantel's talking about like first half over and then under because they'll run out of gas. But just let me look at one thing on Austin P. They got one. Yeah, dude. The problem is that Austin P has like 1, 2. Oh, I guess they're not. They have like 3. I thought they were starting 3 different seniors because like those guys are going to extend that game and they're just going to foul because that's their careers. Like when you have heavy junior and senior teams on their starters in a conference tournament, they're down by 20. They're going to foul because this is their last moments. They're just going to keep doing it and extend that. And Austin coach stolen valor. Wait, what?
He wears like a full army kit and
that's right. He did throw up on the court. I did hear that like in the thing. Yeah, they're like something has happened on the court.
Oh yeah. That's right. The pace like this in this game, North Alabama's fast. Austin P's a little more slow. So
So you know what we want? It sounds like we want the spread, and then we want North Alabama team total over. We just think they're going to smash them.
Yeah, 85. And yeah, Austin P's coach stolen valor. I know that Austin P. There's some like military backgrounds to the school, but
I don't know. Austin P.
The guy's wearing a full army get up.
Looked into this before. I don't remember what
he has no service back to him, but he still wears it out of respect for the school. But hey, man, I know you're just getting your Starbucks 30% off, so let's move on. Stolen valor. Great videos on YouTube if you want to look that up.
Houston Christian at A&M. I think Dantle was the one asking about this earlier.
This line reeks to high Evans.
A little bit.
East
I also
Tennessee,
haven't been betting Houston Christian, so I've missed out on that whole train.
These are terrible teams.
Houston Christian was one of the best.
they're good ATS. Houston Christian's a great team ATS at least. Not on Saturday. We bet against them.
You just look. Sorry, let me look at that. Yeah, but -1.5. You don't have much wiggle room here.
Right. This line stinks.
These teams are terrible in their regular in the positions. Like so this whatever version of this type of Texas A&M ish like Eastern Lions like Friday Night Lights, they never cover at home, and then Houston Christian never covers on the road. So at a short number. So like this is stink versus poop.
Give me the poop then. I'll take East Texas A&M at home. That's a shitty ass team, but I'll take East Texas A&M at home. I'm probably not betting this though.
I will. I'm diving into East Texas A&M. This line's disgusting. Houston Christian is everybody's darling. They've made so much money this season. Now they're laying a short number on the road against a terrible East Texas A&M team, aka Texas Commerce. Yeah, give me A&M. They're gonna win the damn game.
Yeah, I'll take A&M. I'll take A&M.
If you're betting this, I'll bet it with you. I wasn't going to.
Let's do it.
I'll bet it. I'll bet it though. I'm looking at this. Like this is the worst offense in NCAA against the worst defense against another worst offense in NCAA. So give me the home team.
The Fieldhouse, Commerce, Texas, smaller than many high school gyms around me. So shout out East Texas A&M's gym.
Norfolk State at NC Central.
Central just won. That was we bet that on at least I bet that on a Saturday.
We bet that on Saturday.
I never bet these games on Saturday, but they just had that buzzer beater loss to Maryland Eastern Shore. Not buzzer beater loss, but a tough game that they lost in the end. They just had to win at Howard. This number stinks though. I hate the 5.5, but I'll lay it with Norfolk. I'm definitely not betting this chance. You can't even talk me into it.
Dude, North Carolina Central's a cover machine.
No, they are. And this line does stink. I hate the 5.5.
Yeah, this is like they're like in terms of at home at this number, they've covered this number in all but 4 games over the last 20. At home.
Norfolk is off the loss.
Yeah, I'll just pick Norfolk.
They need to win too because South Carolina State's a game back.
Norfolk's an ATS team though. Like really good. 62% on the season.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, I'll take Norfolk. I don't care about the 5.5. I think they get it done. You got what's their nuts? NC Central off a win, Norfolk off a loss to South Carolina State, who's a game back now in the conference. They need to win, so I'll take Norfolk State to get it done.
Well, I also Norfolk ATS on the season away is better than they are overall. 67% on the road.
They're feisty, as Trevor would say.
Very.
But this number specifically. They have not covered, but I don't know. It's weird because no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry guys, I'm looking at all their shit. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm with you. I'll get bullied into it.
Hell yeah! Welcome to the show. Sela is laying 1.5 at Rio Grande Valley.
Rio Grande Valley stinks. First half team total under.
I have to prop them up. They gave Wisconsin a scare earlier in this year, so this team's damn good. This team is feisty. This team will battle. They don't give up.
That's a definite. Okay, so that's an alt under for me then. That is.
This line does stink though. Very disgusting. Sela hasn't ended the season too great. 3 of the last 4 losses. I know they're against some of the better teams, but Grand Valley last home game, revenge spot.
Do these people care?
No.
They've got 5 seniors.
Yeah, UTRGV was good. They gave Wisconsin fucking hell too as well.
Wisconsin was off of the Arizona game where we scored like 200 points.
Then the refs decided to take over the fucking game. Shaq, we're on live.
What the fuck ever.
Shaq, we're on live. I don't give a shit. I'll take Rio. Yeah.
Same. I'm not gonna bet this one though.
I might bet Rio.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted, but I say I'm not right now.
Sila's better, man. They're better defense.
The line's disgusting.
Yeah. Line stinks.
Sila's got a good defense. Rigan's got a good offense. I think I'm going to take the Rio when it comes out. I've been hitting a lot of their first half team total unders.
I like that, especially how
Sila's good on the road though too. Like Sila should win this. Yeah, but
Incarnate Word at Northwestern State. I've liked Northwestern State, man.
They had a big win though against Houston Christian, but they've won 3 in a row too. Last time they played Word was
December 5th. Yeah, December 5th.
Yeah,
won by 2.
my birthday.
Let's go.
They did it for you.
Shout out Adam's birthday. They did win on the road.
All right, so Incarnate's never covered against these guys, except they barely did with this number. If you applied this number in the December game, they would have covered by the hook. I think we went Northwestern State here.
I've liked this team. They've made me some good change. Only 2 seniors on the team. The one kid doesn't.
Well, and it's not. I would be like, well, Northwestern State's won 3 in a row. I kind of want to fade them, but Incarnate Word's won 4 in a row.
Northern State's got a 74th ranked defense. I didn't know that.
And 2 of them being on the road with Word. I'm with you. I'll take State at home.
Demon time.
I might bet this. Also, I'm gonna get a drink.
I'm gonna do one more game, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and sleep for the 4 hours that my kids let me sleep. And then, but while I'm here, I'll drop a baseball future that I'm about to bet.
All right, here's what you got.
If anyone cares.
Well, obviously.
Gonna go with.
You see my poster?
Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome.
Parking lot at a Brewers game.
I know, man. Let me see if it's still here. If it's still here at this number, otherwise I'm not going to do it. But I think I am taking. Is it? Let's see where it is. Yeah, man, I'm taking it. Jordan Romano to lead the league in saves at 50-1.
The Romano, huh?
Yeah, man. Felix Bautista is getting all this love on a Baltimore team that I will not back until Brandon Hyde is fired. And Jordan Romano also has injury history. He also barely pitched last year. Has just almost the same amount of stuff, and he's 50-1. He's on a team where he's not going to have to be used in that kind of leverage, over leveraged, because it's a good team. They're going to be in the lead. It's not going to be like when he was on Toronto. And yeah, man, 50. I mean, this is priced as if he's going to lose his job or not finish the season, but 50-1, I'll take it. $50 wins you something, 2,500. So yeah, $2,500. I'm going to do that. So there you go. If anyone's there, Helms, my guy Helms is already jumping in with the Brewers to win the World Series.
Well, obviously, team's dangerous, man.
Yep.
Ready to learn Jordan.
Anyway, that's one of them. And then I'm going to find one more that I'm going to do at some point, but I haven't gotten it yet. But yeah, that one I'm going to give out later. So there it is. I'm betting it right now. Bang. There it is. Jordan Romano.
Perfect.
Saves leader.
I'm on it too. I'll take
Homer play.
And well, I guess while you're here and we're talking baseball, we will be doing baseball content. On this page.
My pod's joining your pod under to hang out with you in the same credit card account that pays for all the StreamYards. so you'll always be on my shows. It'll be great.
Yeah, so we'll have baseball, and then we'll do college basketball throughout the summer and shit.
Yeah.
Whenever we get like
That'll
transfer
be
news
fun.
and this and that random
Crossover like
shows,
Avengers
but-
style. It'll be great. We really do have the Avengers now.
Total gossip session on the transfer portal this summer, so we'll be
Oh,
gossiping.
I like it. All right, I'm gonna do one more game, and then I'm gonna get out of here.
Give him a good game.
All right.
Give him a
Yeah,
good
we'll
game.
give you a good one. Here we go. Nichols Lamar.
That's
Just kidding. Let's do the. Let me pull it up here. Let's do the big one of the night. Let's do the Houston game.
Yeah.
Kansas to Houston. Let me find the line.
It's 11.5.
Oh, it's 9.5. 11.5. I see. It was just. Yeah, I see 9.5 on DraftKings.
Okay, 9.5.
I mean,
For the total, we got 132.5.
let's see. How does anyone ever back this Kansas team?
So bad.
I did Saturday, and I wanted to blow my brains out.
Hey, Zeke Mayo, why are you baiting a foul with fucking 9 seconds left? Like, what is wrong with?
Dude, they got two possessions at the end, and they didn't.
I know.
And they turn it over. It's awful.
I don't know. I don't love this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't love this Houston team either, but this is gonna be a team total game for me.
Rinse and repeat. Houston, Kansas first half team total under.
Yeah, I don't
love
hate
it.
that. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say
Houston
Kansas
at
first
home.
half team total. They don't even shove. Like, Kansas doesn't make a game of it until the second half anyway. This is really. It doesn't. It's like they're not coming out doing anything. Like,
Well, and like Cincinnati's team total under would have hit in the first half, but they still covered the full game spread though.
Yeah. Houston comes out first half, and then they kind of take their foot off the gas a little bit. Second half.
Houston first half. To Helms' point though, we have to take and Ken Hatt said we have to take Kansas, right? Bill Self wrote a letter.
yeah.
And told
No, he did. I don't get. Oh yeah, I did. I retweeted it.
that letter was a drunk note.
Wait, what was it? Who did he write the letter to?
Kansas fans, I think.
Kansas Nation, whatever, Rock Chalk.
They still sucked on.
People don't read anymore. Hope it was 180 characters.
Oh, it
Hope it
was
wasn't a long letter.
way more than 180 characters.
Yeah, I
Someone
ain't
should put it
reading
into
that.
Chat GPT and see if it was AI'd or not.
It definitely was. Bill Self don't know better. I'll take.
I mean, to be very clear, it's like it. You gotta take the points with Kansas on this kind of thing. Like, you can't just based on coaching and programs. Like, it's Kansas is in a terrible state right now, but you can't do that. So I'm just looking at. I just want to look at something on their total. This is gonna probably be. This is their last. Is this the last game?
Two more games, I think. For Houston.
Sneaky. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do. I like the Kansas first half under, but I'm gonna go. I like the game over, just to be clear.
Yeah, Houston plays March 8th. That's their final game of the season this Saturday.
Baylor. This is their last home game.
I like Houston here. I'll take that first half team total angle.
Yeah, I mean it's been money all year, even if it doesn't hit. I think Kansas somehow finds a way to backdoor this. Honestly, everyone is completely out on Kansas. Like, everybody.
I know, that's the thing. Is like they're laying not like they're getting 9. Like, yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Like, what was the last game? So the last game that they played.
That game.
So when they played each other before, 178. This is like crazy. Okay,
that was a double OT game. That game should have been over, and Kansas
right,
should have.
but it's still 178 points, and now the total is 132. So, let me just see one more thing here, and then, yeah, you gotta. This is their. I'm gonna take the points of Kansas. I mean, I would take the points of Kansas. I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna do the play that you want. But if you want a side, it's Kansas.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
So first game, the January game, it was 1.5 at home. They were home dogs. Lost by what looks like 6 in double OT.
Yeah.
And then in March before that, it was they got blown out by 30. And then in February, they were 1-point home favorites and they won by 8. So yeah.
Yeah. And Matthew Rock, yes, Bill Self has gotten there every time. Lowest seed was a top 4. They will be they're lucky if they get a top 4 seed. They have to maybe damn near win the Big 12, looks like.
It'll be like a 7.
They're probably going to be a 7, yeah.
Everyone's gonna pick them too as a 7 seed to go to the
or a
Sweet
6.
16.
No. There'll be a 6 against a 10, and then then everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, double digit against this." And
I will be fading them game 1. They're not making the Sweet 16. If they win game 1, I'll be fading them.
I can't wait to fade Arizona. But
Hunter Dickinson, Jordan Bohannon, fucking time to go, buddy.
He stinks.
He's horrible. He's lazy as fuck.
He's very lazy.
Evident. It just
He's literally he doesn't hustle. He didn't hustle in Michigan either.
No, when he does hustle, he's throwing elbows. It's the only time he hustles.
What was that other guy that he's basically the poor, untalented version of what Mitch McGarry? Is that who it was? Yeah. That's basically what he is.
When they played Louisville that year.
They played Syracuse too that year.
Yeah. That was the year that Syracuse beat IU in the Sweet 16 when Fab Mello was also suspended that tournament too.
Yes, he was. He my professor was the one who turned him in for cheating. And everyone hated her after it, and she was just like, "Sorry, but he's cheating."
Did they make a Final Four? Or they make it to the Elite
Made the Final Four. They lost to Michigan in the Final Four.
That's right. Yeah, that team.
That's an MC Dubs team. MC Dubs and Raheem Christmas were on that team.
Yeah, Carter Williams popped off then.
Yeah. I always get a kick out of guys who have acne well into their 35s that are athletes, like the Sam Bradford thing. It's great. All right, guys. I love you guys. This was fun. I'll be back. See you guys.
Thanks, Adam. We appreciate you.
At A Rosenberg on Twitter, everybody. Perfect. All right. Let's bang out the rest of this. Time for some real ball. Delaware State at Morgan State.
Oh, this line stinks to high heavens as well, too. Give me the over here. No bet. Or maybe I'll bet the over, but I'm not picking a side. This is a coin flip game. Matter of fact, heads, Morgan State, tails, Delaware State. Delaware State, give me tails. I'll lean Delaware State, maybe end up picking them, but I will take the over potentially too.
I'll take Morgan State, but I'm not going to bet this. Back-to-back road games, another back home. Sandwich spot for Delaware State before they're back home to end the season. I guess not really a sandwich spot, but whatever. I'll take Morgan State. Not betting this though. Howard at South Carolina State. I know South Carolina State needs to win.
South Carolina State's won six or seven in a row, though. Now they're laying this many points. This isn't even their last home game of the season as well, too.
Yeah.
I'll take Howard.
Fourth straight road game for Howard, though. Oof.
I'll take Howard on that premise, though. I don't know. I can't lay that many points at South Carolina State. Excuse me.
I can. I won't, but I'm going to put it down. Fourth straight road game for Howard. South Carolina State, one game back. I know they just got the big Norfolk State win, but they need to win. I don't think they dick around in this one. I'll lay it, but I'm not going to bet it.
Okay.
Nope, not 93.5, just 9.5. Nichols at Lamar.
This game's awesome.
Yep. Summer Sand game of the day.
Lamar has lost 2 in a row, but they were feisty against McNeese. Nichols has won 4 in a row. And normally I like to take Nichols on the short spread. They did lose to Lamar by 4 on their home court. I like Lamar's defense here off of 2 losses. I'll take Lamar on the money line.
I kind of like Nichols. It does feel a little trappy taking 2.5, but I mean Lamar did give a max effort game against McNeese on Saturday. I know they're at home, but max effort game they won, right? Yeah, they beat Nichols earlier by 4. I think Nichols gets up for this. I know Lamar has been, due for a win here going into the postseason, but revenge spot, they just max effort game against McNeese. I think it's going to be a little fall flat in your face kind of game. I'll take Nichols.
Yeah, this game's awesome. Can't wait for it.
UMass at Coppin State. Coppin State's laying 3.5. I know it's fucking Eastern Shore, but goddamn, still laying 3.5 with Coppin State.
I think out of principle with Coppin State laying points, should we take them?
Yeah, you already read my mind. Eastern Shore's won one game. That was NC Central. They won by 9 at home last Wednesday. Otherwise, they've beaten D2 teams all year, so they just got their first big win. They just played Morgan State at home, final home game. Now they're going to hit the road. They lost to Coppin State by 5 at home. Coppin State's been, not bad lately. I mean, Delaware State tight game. They did win Howard back home. I'll take Coppin State. They're laying 3.5 for a reason. Just fucking dive on in.
Let's do it.
I'll bet it, and I'm gonna hate my life watching this game. Oh, not Texas A&M. It's Texas A&M Commerce.
No, Corpus Christi.
Or Corpus, yeah. Fucking Commerce, Corpus Christi. Same bullshit. Can call the number. Yeah, pretty much.
I think so. It's that time of the year. With this game, I kind of want to lay it with A&M Corpus Christi, but I just don't love laying points with these type of teams. So to hedge that, I will take New Orleans team total under 66.5.
I mean, Corpus Christi won by 14 on the road earlier this year. But Corpus Christi also the worst free throw shooting team in the country, 62%.
It's New Orleans, man. They're fucking horrible.
I know, but still.
Corpus Christi's defense.
They haven't been bad lately. I mean, Northwestern State, 7-point loss. East Texas A&M, 2-point loss. 10-point to Grand Valley on the road again. I mean, 14 to McNeese. I'll take New Orleans. I'm not betting this game. I just don't want to lay 14.5 points with a team that can't shoot free throws. But I don't want to bet New Orleans either. I'll just put it down. I ain't betting it. Central at Lipscomb.
What's the line here? Sorry, I don't have our video up.
Lipscomb's laying 19.5.
I'll lay it with Lipscomb. I don't love it, but I think this is the one that Lipscomb coasts on, and then they slip up and don't win this conference. So, and Central Arkansas just played out of their mind. No way they can reciprocate that. But it is a lot of points for a conference tournament game.
Yeah, I know it's at home too, but what's the team total at here? 61.5 for Central. What happened last? Oh, they just played. They literally just played Wednesday. Lipscomb won by 18. I'll take that first half first half. I'll take that game under for Central Arkansas. I'll take the Central under. I mean, their big man just had like 37 points or some shit tonight. He ain't doing that shit again.
Right.
Next is the Wichita State game. I need the line for that. I stopped here. So Wichita's catching 7.5. North Texas laying 7.5. Over under is 127.5.
North Texas at home is a different beast. I feel obligated to take Wichita State on the points just because they've been playing a lot better, but I think this game could be competitive where you're feeling good about your Wichita State bet, and then North Texas wins this game by 12, and the score doesn't really show how close the game was. So I'll take UNT.
Yeah. What's Wichita done lately? Oh, they lost. What happened the first time these two played? They lost by 4 at home. They clamped down. They're coming off the UAB loss. This is their biggest game left of the season. North Texas back home after 2 straight road games, 3 of the last 4 on the road. What's Wichita State's team total? Refresh. 59.5. I'll take that team total under 59.5. North Texas is going to make them play slow as shit. North Texas, or Wichita State turns it over a shit ton. They can't shoot the ball. They don't get to the line. I'll take Wichita under. I think North Texas just clamps them the fuck down like usual. Last time they played, they had like 55, I think it was. 55. 54, sorry. They had 54. They shot 18 free throws too, and they still only scored 54 points. Yeah, that'll continue. I don't think they sniff 60 tomorrow, personally. No-co at Weber State.
Weber State off the game with Eastern Washington, which turned out to be a really good game, huh?
Yeah.
They did have a game in between them, but they played in overtime. Now they're coming back home off an overtime win. I think Northern Colorado's been rolling teams, and they continue to do it. I think they go out on the end with the hot streak. I know this could be a sleepy spot for them. Could argue that angle, but I can't bet Weber, man. They're just not good this year.
No, you're not lying. Weber is not good at all. They did beat Portland State at home, big win, but they're coming off an OT loss, back-to-back road games. They're finally home. Northern Colorado been playing pretty damn good. What's the standings look like? It's a must-win game for Northern Colorado. I'll lay it with Northern Colorado. I'm with you. Weber sucks. Northern Colorado needs this game, and it's tied right now in the conference. So they're probably gonna max out for this.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I love that, Robert Martin. One show pony. Yeah, for sure. I love that. All right, what's next? We got handful left?
Yeah, Northern Arizona at Idaho State. Idaho State's laying 6.5.
Northern Arizona lost by 5. Idaho State's kind of good. I'll take Northern Arizona with the points. I feel like they get up for games that they shouldn't, and then lay eggs in the games that they should. But this team's a tough watch. I don't know if I'll bet this, but I'll take Northern Arizona with the points. I can't lay that many with Idaho State, even if it is a home game.
What did they do when they played earlier? They beat them by 5 on the road. 5-game win streak right now. Northern Arizona, 3 straight home games. Now they're coming home, or road games. Now they're coming home. I'll lay it with Idaho State. I'll lay it. I won't bet it. No, thank you.
Also,
Coppin State minus 3.5.
Yeah, shout out Elliot. What's up, everyone? Thank you all for the 1K. So yeah, we'll make some announcements for our 1K. We do want to thank everyone for that. But for the 101 merch, for the rest of the week, we're gonna take people that can sign up for it. We're gonna do a little contest, spin the wheel for the 101 merch. You have all week to sign up. basically every video that we make for the Pump Fake Pod. You just have to comment, not on the live chat, but comment on our actual video that gets released. Your favorite college basketball player going up. That's how you get an entry. Only one entry per person. Comment your favorite college basketball player growing up on our video, and you will be entered into the contest to spin the wheel. We'll do that on our live show. And we'll announce this. It's not just for today's video. We'll announce this every day. The drawing will stop Friday night. So after Friday night's video, we'll have no more drawing for that, no more entries for the comment page. So make sure to go on our video after this, comment your page. You'll get entered into the wheel to win some merch for 1K. Appreciate you guys.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, like you said, Friday. We'll kick the show off with that, or maybe we just make everybody wait for the 4 hours.
Friday. No, it needs to be after Friday. After Friday's show.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was typing in
all
something.
All week is an entry, and then we'll do it next week. Then.
Even better. Oh yeah, Selection Sunday show.
I won't. Yeah, we'll do it the Selection Sunday show. That's great, and I won't be here this Friday. And Selection Sunday's not till 2 weekends from now, so maybe this next Sunday. So.
Oh yeah. Either way, we'll figure it out. Just make sure you comment. We'll go through them, and I'll write down all the names and shit. I'll do the dirty work. Bust out the old pen and pad. Prairie View A&M at Jackson State.
Lay it, no bet.
Prairie View.
I just laughed at Prairie View was laying a big number last game. Now they're catching 13.5. I'll lay it with Jack State. No bet for me though.
Yeah. I'll lay it. The last time they played the what's her nuts Prairie View, and they turned it over 4 times. And they still lost by 9. If they do that, so be it. But at the same time, Prairie View doesn't foul a ton. Jackson State shot 34 free throws that game. I will yeah, damn it. Past home. I'll take the points with Prairie View. I'm not betting this. No, what am I talking about? Jackson State. Jackson State, no bet. No bet. Although them shooting 34 free throws was kind of crazy, but whatever. I'm not going to even be watching that game, so be it. UCLA at Northwestern. This line.
What do you mean it stinks?
I didn't say it stinks. I think it kind of feels a little telling.
I mean, they're on the road. They haven't really won on the road other than Indiana and the Big Ten.
Fair point.
I think UCLA is better. They get up for this game. They win this. They're solidifying their record. Northwestern just got up. They've won 3 in a row. I don't see them getting up for this, but it is a stinky line. But I'll take the better team here in UCLA.
I'll take Northwestern. Northwestern's just been a machine. They've been playing really, really fucking good lately. I know they just and they just played a tough game against Purdue. That they were in that game all the way until like the last 5-10 minutes or so. I'll take Northwestern. They're clearly fighting for Collins, and he's getting the most out of him. Martinelli's been huge. UCLA is not immune from laying an absolute fucking stinker on the road. They just played real tough at Purdue. So
they are
going to be on Northwestern.
They are out there already, and they've been out there. And never any respect for Northwestern. You're right. I do respect Doug Collins, though. I like Doug Collins. So, or Chris Collins, sorry, his brother.
I was gonna say Doug Collins.
It's his brother. They're fun. You can't hate the Collins. He's definitely one of my favorite coaches in the Big Ten. Personality.
Yeah, he gets the most out of everybody, that team.
Personality wise, he's great too. I just love his antics.
Yeah. Now we got Idaho at Montana State.
Doug's father, brother, same thing. At Montana State at minus 5.5.
Stinks a little bit.
I don't think so. Idaho's defense is pretty poor, especially on the road. They're just not the same team. And they're off an overtime game, and now they're coming back 2 days later and going on the road after just winning in overtime. And Idaho beat Montana State earlier in the year. I will take Montana State minus 5.5.
Can't really argue that. Can't argue that. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go Montana State. Sac State's at Portland State. So Portland State off of the comeback, down double digits in the second half, come back double digits, go to overtime, win a war against who the fuck did they play? Idaho State, I think. Idaho, one of the two. No, Idaho State, I think. Pretty positive. Montana. Shit, the wrong Montana. Yeah, they're off that Montana game. Last home game. Sac State, do they really get up for this? I mean, Sac State's been bad, man, but they like alternate blowouts. Like just lost by 27 game prior, 6-point loss to Montana, lost by 17 to Idaho State, beat Weber prior. Northern Arizona, 4-point loss, lost by 16 prior, lost by 2 to Idaho prior to that. They just like alternate. I'll take Sac State. Portland State off a huge game, big win, comeback, overtime win. Came down to the wire. I'll take Sac State. I'm not going to bet this though.
Dude, I'm not betting Sac State. Hell no. I'll take Portland State at home and lay in the points. I agree with your angle somewhat, but I think Sac State's a horrible team,
Okay.
and I don't want any part in backing them. So I'll lay it with Portland State.
Yeah, I'm not betting it, but I will pick Sac State. And then the penultimate game, E-Dub is at Montana. Montana off a loss, overtime, 3 straight road games, ended it with a loss, coming home. Eastern Washington, 4 straight L's, lost their last 2 on the road, lost their last 2 home games. Now they're heading to Montana. What happened? Montana beat them by 11 last time prior at Eastern Washington. Now you got Montana, final home game off a loss, coming home. I'm going to lay it with Montana.
I like that. I'm with you on Montana there. And they scored 172 points the last time they played. Now the over-under is 145.5. I kind of like that game total under as well, too. More so a fade of Eastern Washington. So, yeah, I'll lay it with Montana there and that full game under.
The total was 154 last time they played. It went well over, and now it's under down by 9. I bet you Montana wins by like 15, and Eastern Washington doesn't even score like 60 points.
70. They don't score 65, 66 points. Yep.
What's their team total at? 67.5. I don't hate that either. I'll put that down too.
Ball Sac State. Cerna, I'd bet it if it was Ball Sac State. Tactical Tech, baby.
Tactical Tech. All right, and that is the show. What's your favorite? Let's do do you want to do a dog too, or just let's just do favorites? The board's not that big tomorrow.
Give me North Alabama, laying the 12.5. I normally laying 12.5 isn't my protege of favorite parlay, but I think or in a conference tournament, but I think they drill them here.
Yeah, that was gonna be mine. You know what? This is gonna be gross. We have an ASUN and a SWAC parlay. Give me FAMU plus 3.5. That pays out plus 253 tomorrow. If you want to spice it up and put FAMU money line, I don't hate it, but you're gonna give me 3 points for the home team. I'll take that.
All right.
And then Florida A&M plus 3.5. Sounds good. Perfect. All right. Yep, that'll do it. The my picks are already in here for tomorrow. I'll probably add some stuff to wait, we were squad writing Northwestern State, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. All right. That's that's what we're doing. I'm just waiting on the Kansas first half team total line. And I'll pretty much have everything in for tomorrow.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. 1,000 subscribers. It's a long way. We were talking to walls and for the love of the game. And we know some OGs that have been in the chat for a while. We want to thank you. Appreciate all you guys still tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe the Pump Fake Pod. We have a Twitter. We're launching a TikTok here for March as well too. We got a lot of good things coming. A lot of good things on the horizon for sure. And make sure after this video gets released, Trevor puts it on YouTube. I guess it's technically already on YouTube. Make sure to comment your favorite basketball player growing up. Doesn't have to be your favorite team, just a basketball player. Mine is freaking, let's go DJ White, some AJ Moye for IU back in the day. Even for Jen, I'll throw in some D Brown in there for you. Love that 05 Illinois team. It's classic. So.
Homer pick, I got to go Frank Kaminsky, greatest Badger of all time, But Brian Butch actually was right down the road here at Appleton West, so he was a legend, local legend here. Favorite all time though, it's kind of disgusting, kind of gross. Tyler Hansbrough.
Oh,
you don't know why? I don't know why, dude. I loved watching that dude play ball. Man. I loved watching him play ball. It was so fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, I remember watching that Duke North Carolina game where he got his face busted up, just blood everywhere.
Masked up Hansbrough, and he's got the mask on for a few. It was a stint. How about Cup of Joe says 01 Maryland Terps. The 02 team with Juan Dixon, Steve Blake beat my Hoosiers on their run with Mike Davis. They were forced to sign Mike Davis after that. So that 01 team was nice. Yeah, make sure you comment your favorite team or favorite team growing up. It could be a player. We'll get you in the wheel entry. So
Orlando Tucker, nice.
Yeah.
Damon Bailey from Mob Rules. There we go.
Damon Bailey.
There we go.
That man was he had some of the biggest expectations going in. First favorite player, Scotty Reynolds, is a big one.
Larry Bird.
Make sure you comment on the actual video itself. These answers, these don't count to get into the wheel in the live chat. So make sure you comment on the YouTube video after this. So with that, appreciate you guys. We'll love and end it. Love you guys. Peace and love. Appreciate you guys. Like,
we'll see you guys tomorrow. Toodles.